It's never the big moment that hits you the hardest. It's the small ones. You walk into a room and, for a second, you expect to see them there. You drop some food and instinctively look down, like they're about to run over. You come home and there's this tiny pause where something should happen, but it doesn't. And everything feels just a little bit quieter than it used to. People don't always understand this kind of loss. They'll say things like, "It was just a pet. You can always get another one." But if you've been through it, you know it was never just that. Because what you lost wasn't just an animal. It was a presence, someone who was there every single day, without conditions, without expectations, without needing you to explain yourself. In psychology, we call this an attachment. But that word almost feels too small for what it actually is. Because over time, they become part of your life in a way you don't even notice. The routine, the habits, the way your day quietly revolves around them. And when they're gone, it's not just that you miss them. It's that your world doesn't work the same way anymore. You still look for them, without thinking, without meaning to. And there's this strange moment where your brain hasn't caught up yet, where it still expects them to be there. And when they're not, it hits you again, not once, but over and over, in small, quiet ways. That's something people don't talk about enough. Grief like this doesn't come all at once. It repeats. In psychology, this happens because your brain is still holding onto the pattern, the presence, the connection that used to be there, and it takes time for that to fade. There's also something else. For a lot of people, pets aren't just companions, they're comfort. They're what you turn to when you're stressed, when you're tired, when you don't want to explain how you feel to anyone else. They just stay with you. And in a very real way, your brain learns to rely on that. So when they're gone, it's not just emotional. There's an emptiness that's hard to explain. Things feel quieter, colder, less grounded, even if everything else in your life is exactly the same. And maybe the hardest part is there's no clear way to talk about it, because it doesn't always look like grief, not in the way people expect. But it is. You lost something that was part of your everyday life, part of your routine, part of how you felt okay, and that matters more than most people realize. People who grieve a pet are not overreacting. They're not being dramatic. They're feeling the absence of something that was consistently there, something that didn't need words, something that made life feel a little less heavy. And that kind of loss doesn't disappear quickly. It softens, slowly, as your brain learns how to exist without something it got used to having. But even then, there will be moments where you remember them for no reason at all. And for a second, it feels like they're still there. If you've ever experienced something like this, you're not alone. And if you're interested in understanding more about how we connect, why we feel things this deeply, and what's actually happening beneath the surface, consider subscribing.